Yeah, man, welcome to another episode of Talks with KG where we keep it real and nothing else but real. And tonight we have an extremely special episode. We have Spine and the artist Manny.
Yes, sir.
You know, we down in a Canopia, Zig Boy Studios, or you done see the logo.
Central.
You know, yeah, man. So this one is a little different one, right? And as I always say, the reason why I start Talks with KG is really to get certain men the flowers, you know. I find like in the industry, it don't really have much, how to put it, give me a word, much documentation on what really going on.
Yeah.
But
the
let me
facts,
tell you,
the
yeah. But let me tell you
Especially
something, right? A lot of people just tell me, you know, KG use the man to do this kind of show because people who are around me, they know how passionate I am about local music, not just music. I am a deep fan of what was going on. So since I go into school, I've been hearing Spine and Orlando Octave and Millionaire Family and all them kind of vibes, you know, and I watching it from a distance and I saying, yeah, man, I go in and do it like that one the same way.
Yeah,
you know, with the fashion, with the swag.
Now you're doing your thing still.
Yeah,
and as you say that, brother, boy, I just want to tell you, boy, respect for taking up our mantle too,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
and because, boy, they say you could only stand on the shoulders of giants, you dig?
Yeah.
And even myself coming up as a youth, I was inspired by somebody as well too, you know. So I glad to know that you doing your thing in your own way, and
Yeah,
you
man.
inspiring youths as well too. So that's what it is about. So man, as I respect
Yeah,
him,
man, respect for that, brother. But as I say, I was a student of the game, and a lot of things that went on in industry, I used to observe it very closely. You know, I know the names of the rhythms. I know when Spine produced this, and you know, I know everything, bro. God. So that is why I'm real excited about this conversation.
Let me start.
Same
Man.
way.
Let me go. Let me
you
go.
know?
It's a journey. You know, it has
Yeah,
been
man.
a road there, and I mean, we still on the road trotting still. So
You know, so
Yeah, man.
I want to start from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I also want to know where Spine come from. You know, when I hear the name Spine, it was literally at the success point now.
Yeah.
You know, me really know Spine from before. So I will get the people insight, you know.
Well, boy, I mean, born and grow, Central Kunope,
Mm-hmm.
government name Sean Stewart.
Right.
You know, so my family legacy when it comes to Kunope is a rich one now.
Right. When they say rich, what do you mean?
Meaning from my father to my uncles, them set the part for me to work.
Music?
Yeah, music and sports.
Right.
My father, he's an Olympian, represented Trinidad in the Olympics.
Right.
And he hold Trinidad records and a whole heap of things too. So me as a youth coming up, it was always that Stewart's son. You know, that kind of way.
Yeah.
So for
You
people
come from
who
royalty, basically. You come from winners.
through that, you
Yeah.
know. And then my uncle too, he was a very known percussionist back in the days. Like when soca really started, he was one of the main. He used to play with a band called Duchess Brothers.
Right.
His name was Philbert Stewart. And then I mean the Stewart name dominant. Blacks is my cousin. Right, rest in peace.
Right.
You know. And yeah, anytime I hear Stewart, you know, is family.
Right.
But Spine started music in a very weird way. In a rebellious way too. Because I mean I come from a sporting background, so I first was sports for me. You know, I run for Trinidad as well. I play
Serious?
I play football for Trinidad too.
Also, you had that name bubbling.
No, but that was
from
before.
young.
That was before people even know about
But
Spine.
but people know what you as a person. People already knew who you was.
and people knew.
So you
Sean
play for
Stewart.
Nationals?
Yeah, man.
Serious?
We play under
You see, me
17.
didn't even know that.
We play under 20.
Yeah.
You know, my younger brother as well too. He played on the big team with Latas when Latas was the coach.
Right.
You know, like college boy Jesse. And my older brother, he played on that.
With that college boy, Jesse play Nationals too.
Yeah, man.
You see, me didn't
My
even know
older
that.
brother
You
and
see?
all too. He played nationals too when Marvin Lee was around.
Right.
He was on that team there too. You know, like Josh Stewart. So Israel sports.
Yeah, right.
You know? And then music. How I end up in music, bro? Is rebel.
What school you went to? What school you went to?
Secondary school. I went El Dorado. Secondary, Blue Eldo.
Blue, right.
Right.
So you playing intercolor and thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Straight up. But I also went to Shogunas Junior. So from Form 1 to Form 3, Shogunas, and then they say El Dorado. Right? But music, but I end up in music in a very, it was always in me. I mean, from a young age, it always in me. But how it started professional,
What you mean it was always in you though? Like what you was doing at a young age?
From the age of 2, I played music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take my tricycle, real talk,
Yeah.
and mash it up and make a drum set. At
Yeah.
2,
Right.
you know, and I see the same thing recurring again right now in my daughter.
So going through your early teens and thing, you was into music.
Yeah. Always, music was
What
always
you was doing
around.
though? Like what you was doing?
By everything, you know, like
Like you just playing instruments?
by instruments, DJ. My uncle was a DJ too,
Oh.
so I know what it is. Them coming in school in to play in the bazaar, and I play in the bazaar while I go in school. I sign up on crates and I play.
Right.
Wax. My uncle them had their own song system and them things. So I learned I know how to put 5 cents on the needle and balance it.
Yeah.
I could tell you about,
Yeah.
marking your record with your tape and knowing how to, from scratch, little youth man, I doing that.
Right.
So music was always around, but it was just because of sport. Sport was something that had my attention as well. But how I end up leaving all the sports and end up with the music was a very, very interesting story, which I will share with you tonight. Now,
Yeah, because if you're playing nationals and all these things, what make you say, boy, music? Football was every youth dream, you know,
I had
especially them days.
I had to make a hard decision because of opportunities, and I had to be true to myself at a certain point. Right? I had gotten a full scholarship to go to a university called Lipscomb University. Right? And at that point in time, I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go. The reason why I was going is really and truly because, that's where your parents want for you. Everybody get a university scholarship. That is, everybody used to fly out and do that. But I really could not see myself playing sport for the rest of my life, boy.
Yeah.
I like it, I was good at it, but deep down in my heart, I could not see myself doing that.
Well, it was the repetitive training, you know.
But
I was a sportsman too, and I tell you, I find the training used to kill me, boy.
Training was real.
Yeah, I couldn't take that.
Especially my father used to
drilling,
But
Yeah.
I appreciate that
Of
because
course.
to this day that still gives me
still
a
in you.
certain level of
I always say that. Yeah.
fitness, a level of
course.
mental fitness
Correct.
too now that prepare me for life that I can't get from
a lot
nothing
of things
else.
you learn in the locker room,
Correct.
teamwork,
Strategy,
comrade. Yeah.
Enough of them things there. So I don't regret it, but I just could not see myself going the distance with that.
Yeah.
No, I asked my mother a question at the time. I say, Ma, why come here to Dubai? Where's my purpose?
Mm-hmm.
And she watched me and she said, boy, to be honest with you, I can't tell you, you have to answer that question.
Right.
I said, but how I answer any question? Can I ask the question?
Mm-hmm.
She said, what is the one thing you could see yourself doing for the rest of your life without getting fed up, tired, or don't even feel like if it's a job? And I sit down and I think about that, and the only thing I could really see myself doing was music.
Mm-hmm.
And this is me before I even produce a song, before I even record a song.
Mm-hmm. But when you say music at that time, what you was thinking music as being an artist, so
Bro, this go sound crazy, right?
yeah.
But my mind is a real crazy place now.
Mm-hmm.
I will explain what I mean by that now. Like, I already see what my life is now.
Right. At that age.
Yeah, like even now,
Yeah, right.
things that not even accomplished yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know it done set now.
Yeah, but clear vision and
Clear vision.
Yeah.
From early, and I think that was one of my gifts because it saved me plenty time
Right.
where I could just cancel all the noise and I just doing what I had to do and what I want to do, regardless of whatever people say, whether they feel right or whether they feel wrong.
Yeah.
I
You do
know
what spine
want-
say.
Yeah, and I doing that.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
always work out majority of the time.
straight up. My father tell me
Yeah.
straight, but I'm not supporting that.
What music?
Yeah,
Why
straight.
though?
because to
You
them,
was doing a certain
at
type
that
of
point
music or
in
something?
time, bro, it knows him that. It's just straight to them is that is not a real hobby. That is not a real job now. It's a hobby.
But as I say, when you decide, all right, I want to do music, what music was, as you say, like, It was being a producer, or it was being a DJ, or like what you wanted to do?
Bro, I didn't even know at that point.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to be like
I
what,
just
in
wanted to
the
do
entertainment
music.
industry.
All right, so for me to sleep, I had to have on music.
Yeah.
For me to funk, like even when I was in school, I always used to like freestyle and clash, and
Yeah.
I was always some part. I wasn't even creating music or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It just around me.
You was singing?
Singing.
Yeah.
What did motivate you the most, or who did motivate you the most to do music at that point in time, seeing that your whole family did accustomed sports with your father, sports with your brothers? That role, what did change that now?
The crazy thing about it is
What was following, you know? Like,
none of them was into music like that. It's just me. So as I say, it's just what I wanted to do, even though them say do that.
But you know, long time going against your parents was dread, innit?
Well, let me get the story here proper now. So I get a scholarship to go foreign and play football. I-20 form done sign. My bag done pack. Coach on the next side waiting for me. Right? And the flight was supposed to be Monday. It had a football game in Presentation Grounds the Sunday. Right? And I went there. Didn't tell nobody I leaving or nothing. I just end up doing the football. Just last week, boy. And I bounce up on my brethrens by the name of Kellon Cruikshank, which is the little brother to Blazer Dan. Right? Rest in peace to Kellon, rest in peace to Blazer. Yeah? And he's like, boy, how you doing, boy? I say, well, nothing. Where you for? He say, why going on in the studio, you know? I say, studio? I say, well, which part? He say, right there, Shogun, say, by lunch back there. I say, there we go. And I gone. Reach in the studio, Blazer in the studio, Malanasha in the studio, Silence, Star in the studio. And these men recording. The studio that I ended up in was actually Gypsy Studio.
Okay.
Right? And remember, my flight is in the morning. I end up in that studio and stay there till after probably about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning.
You forget about the flight?
No, I didn't forget. I just in business.
Yeah.
Because I see my passion. And the school that I was supposed to go to down, they will say I was delinquent. They say I was like this. But that school I was going to had no music now. And I purposely asked the question. Now I know that was football I was going to play. And I also know that my SATs and that nothing there was music.
Right.
That school had no music none. So I know if I had jumped on a plane, I might not be sitting here talking to you today.
But when you reach home, what's your father reaction?
Well, brother, when I'm reaching there. So them time they had no cell phone, nobody can reach you.
Yeah.
You know, and them time too, Maxine running all kind of hours like no. So after a while you either you walk from lunch back to home or you still till morning till Cassata run. So when Cassata run now, by the time I reach home, I done miss my flight. Which I didn't really mind. But when I reach home, brother, it's bacchanal. They want to pull me out and think, pack your bag.
Yeah.
I'm not supporting that shopping you're getting on with.
Yeah.
You don't want nothing for your life. Noise in my head, bro. Real bacchanal. Like,
You the first person to really dive into that kind of energy, as you say.
Yeah, to the music thing. On top of that, to the pressures of success in a sense. My older brother, he done scholarship.
Yeah.
And he done shaking on the place outside, and the eyes on me because I busting up the net regular here too. So they're waiting on this little youth to reach, and he just never reached. He never reached to this day. I never reached. Oh, that's sorry, but my calling was different.
So at that point, your father watched it as a disappointment?
Big disappointment, bro. Big disappointment.
He watching it as a legacy. Your shoes, you had a full. Set your brother.
That was the first time me and my father in talk for about a month, by. Disappointed, and as a parent now I could understand where he was coming from because he just wanted the best for me,
Of course.
and I just didn't want to hear what he saying.
Yeah.
And then too, that was all he knew.
That's
how parents used to.
You're right, because
if your father was a welder, that's all he was.
My
used to
old
do
man,
that
me tell you
money,
something.
Of course.
My old man, he was the first in his family to go to university. You know, he was the first in his family to break a lot of stigma.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause where we come from, humble beginnings, same way still, but my old man is who really kind of pave a way for his family too. And then I talk about even before I even born, you know? So obviously you want your kids them following your footsteps, and
Of course.
the legacy he leave is not a little one. I mean, he graduated from University of North Carolina. He was in the Hall of Fame even before Michael Jordan and them man there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Yeah.
respect tall on the international scale. You could Google him and see everything about him. You know, that kind of way. So obviously you want your children and walk in your
You're
footsteps.
looking for that greatness
yeah,
out there.
But brother boy music was just calling me, dog.
Yeah.
Calling me. And then I link up with Class. I tell people me and Class is like musical twins now.
Right.
Because Class' mother was Carla Gonzalez. She used to sing with her big band, Kassav.
Mm-hmm.
And my father actually, because he was a teacher too, he actually taught her in school.
Mm.
So when me and Class link up now, it was like normal because now he knows somebody familiar and it's just music. So Class used to be by me all the time. I buy
So Class was
all the
an
time.
introduction into production?
Well, not really cause we both started at the same time, literally. Like we save we money to buy the interface,
Mm-hmm.
a MIDI interface before we even buy a keyboard.
Right.
That that
So that was your
started the
first.
whole journey where production is concerned. Before we used to build beat and as music, we artists.
So Class was your
singing.
first pair to do music with.
Yeah,
around
Class.
your age.
Yeah.
So both all like
Was
relate to
me
each
and
other.
Class singing. You know, my younger brother too, he was around it as well, but he wasn't in it like me. I was more the one
More
to
dedicated
influence
at that point.
him into it now, teach him everything about music, and that was long after. But Class was the one now to say, well, let me do this. You know? And from there the journey started. Didn't have no school to teach you well how to build a beat, how to mix, how to master, nothing. You know, we used to literally save we money and travel along south by Kenny Phillips and them and by Ibo.
Mm-hmm.
And just we pay in studio time to sit down in the studio just to learn because it had no teachers, you know. We had to look for the teachers and learn on our own. Trial and error, plenty trial and error, you know. Yeah.
So you're going through now, and well, so production was what you was into. When you go by Ibo and them, what you doing? You're singing?
No, well,
before
Spine producing, Spine is artist, you know.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man.
That was seeing. So I'm trying to figure out if die way Spine really started the thing. now,
yeah, so all right. So let me get it running.
Mm.
Party flavor.
You see, look how far you going back here now. You see?
Me and my younger brother, we come was second, I think, third or somewhere there in party flavor.
Right.
Right.
You was going by Spine?
Yeah,
Was
it
your
was
name?
no, it was actually Soca Spine before.
Yeah. So can you singing?
Soca, yeah, Soca. We doing Soca. And after that now, we went I end up in Synergy Soca Star. Right? Me and Umi Makano. When the first episode tour we sing can meet Umi in Party Flavor. And tour we went and sing together in
That is Soca Star what? Two?
First one. But the first one we went, I drop out because they give me a kind of mad contract that didn't make sense in and I say nah. They're telling me everything that I present to them had to own it. And can't own my thing, brother. Sorry about that. So I drop out.
Yeah.
And then next year now, they end up change up that. So then the second year I went back, and the person I went back with was Dale Ryan. So me and Dale Ryan from Central Records now.
Right.
So yeah, so he actually started with me too. Because he was a rapper, they had a group called Six Figures. And I literally, the first time he actually sing a song was when he sang with me. I teach him to sing. Like, to do harmonies. He didn't know he could sing.
Yeah.
You know?
And then the first Soca Star you seen, right?
Yeah, those the second Soca Star, me and he went together. We had
You
a,
remember what years that was actually?
we was part
No,
of
well, I
a
know
group.
go and say that. That is all
Nah, like the
2000
second, I
and
can't remember. I
Listen,
know.
out of my generation. I was,
2004.
We had a group called Trio Trio. That was the name. That was me. What we call we Trio Trio? It even makes sense.
Yeah.
But that is what it was.
Yeah.
And we ended up reaching semi-finals. And after when I come out of that competition, that is when, I mean, I was producing all them time there at that time. You
You
know?
were producing already?
Yeah. But I was still artist, producing for myself.
Right.
You know? And how I started producing for myself is that same studio we went to by Gypsy. We used to go back there, me, Class, my brothers and them, the Jonesy brothers, Kellon, Virgin Lyrical K, Kern Rose, right? Because me and Kern went primary school together. And then he was in class in Kunope High. So that whole unit there from ever since just fine now. You know?
Right.
And we used to go to the studio by Gypsy. A man in the studio he was like the engineer there at the time was a brother named Sheldon Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
I call them some names there.
yeah. I don't call the name so everybody could know
Yeah.
that, you know?
Yeah. Who you say Sheldon was? A producer?
Sheldon was he at the time he was the engineer / producer in the studio.
Right.
And we did one project there. It never really saw nothing like that, but that was like the first introduction to recording and that kind of thing. You know, Sheldon was the man give it the mic for the first time. But then he tell me, but you're wasting time because you bringing no money here. All you're burning the current, the AC running. And nothing making. All you're doing, all you have to work from Shogunas and pick up money on the ground and bring and pay some bills in here. And I was like, you're a mad man. You sending me to be a vagrant tower.
Sheldon dread, boy.
You understand? You sending Stuart's son to do that? Your head shaking.
But money you have to make. Are you trying to tell you?
Well,
Money you have to
I
make.
don't mind it making, but I not doing that.
No, well, of course not. Yeah.
So I leave there.
So he mean that?
But the man was serious like a judge, boy. I'm telling you, boy. And because of that, I telling you straight up and down, to this day, I grateful for that though. Because a few things I do. And I real grateful for my introduction to the business, which is the music business, because the sessions we used to have, they were never really to record much, but was plenty conversations.
Right.
Knowledgeable conversations. And if it's one thing I will always be grateful for to Sheldon and Gypsy was that.
That's the most valuable thing, you know?
Yeah. I might not put out a song, but the knowledge that them give me still with me to this day.
Yeah.
And I was able to build from there now. You know?
A firm foundation, basically.
Yeah. But after you tell me go pick up money, I went and started to save my money. And that way I started buying my little equipment, buying my little keyboard, because I always knew what I wanted to hear. I always knew, it's creativity, so I literally started creating my own music.
But soca was why he was passionate about them days.
Anything, music on the whole. We doing hip-hop, we doing dancehall, we doing soca, we doing R&B, we doing reggae. Anything, music now. I didn't have a particular genre that I was, per se, planted in, and that was that. Nah.
Right.
But, I mean, the local market is, most times, for you to really be heard is either one out of the three you have to do. Either you do dancehall, reggae, soca.
And you started off doing soca mainly?
Not really, you know. It's just because as a youth, the competitions that we had was more school competition, which is a soca thing in Carnival, or, a party flavor thing, which most times they might end up doing something local. Okay. But really and truly, my passion was never really soca per se alone.
Yeah.
As I was telling somebody recently, if it wasn't for Bungie Gallon and Three Sons, I might have never liked soca.
Yeah, no lie.
Is it true?
Nah, no lie.
Because
I can say the same too.
Them was and youths my age, youths from our era.
You could relate to what they were singing.
Them was relatable to the pulse of what we as youths was coming up on, because the reality of this, I never really grew up on Sparrow and Kitchen and things.
But you think that I wanna rush the interview, but as you say that, I had to touch on that now. You think that the problem with soca, as in the artists them itself, the content not relating to the youth them.
Definitely, bro.
You know?
I keep saying that. Countless times I had plenty sit-downs with plenty big names, and I tell them, like, think about it. And I have to be truthful to myself, right? Now, Spine as a youth, I'm real passionate about youths now.
Yeah.
Right? Because reality is them who carrying the future of our legacy on the back. So I like to make sure that my legacy is safe now. Right? Now, when you check it, and you check the reality of the situation, if I'm a 14-year-old, me ain't no party, I do not about fete. Clearly, we can't drink no rum. Yeah. I never wine or nothing. I don't know nothing about the road. So how soca relating to me, because I all them singing about?
True. Never dread this connection. Because why are you going to school? You do not know Juve morning and drunk. You just hearing, you know?
Me as a youth, 95% of the time, unless I real strewy, I don't know about that until I probably reached 18, 17, somewhere there.
Yeah.
True.
So it's not enough for me to say, well, I want to now join that, because I don't know about that. And my foundation that build me, what I listen to on a regular, is everything else but that.
Man,
Because
you know, say the topic's
topic's
limited, right?
limited
You think that's true though? I
Definitely,
don't think the
bro.
topic limited.
No, yeah, because you're
they
singing-
have it limited.
the
Correct.
specific
Because
thing-
I believe you can sing about anything.
true, which we see now in this new generation.
Some
of
people
soca
trying,
artists.
yeah, some
But
people
back then,
trying.
you only singing about rum, horn,
Yeah.
as you say, as a youth man. We know about horn, brother.
Let me prove my point, you know.
Yeah.
We had a pandemic. How long we was out of carnival for?
It was
2 years?
years, 2
And
years.
in them 2 years when everybody lock up inside, can't go no party, no fete, no
Man
road,
was
no
still
nothing.
singing about the road end.
My point.
yeah, for real.
So what I tell you?
They cannot change it up.
Well-
Singing, they started singing about they can't wait to reach back on
Nah,
the road now.
nah.
It
Like,
was still
no.
about the road too.
But
It's about the
still,
road.
men was still singing literally like if carnival was still going on.
True.
They still wasn't even, changing it
So that alone will tell
drastically
you.
too now, boy. They
True,
wasn't even
true.
doing that.
Until we start to deal, remember, music is a thing that is carried through places, dark spaces and places, right? And if the topics them not relatable for me to hold on to it and carry me in a certain space, then me not bother with it after a while. And that is one of the problems. And my brothers and sisters in the music fraternity, especially that dealing with soca, or they come give me the topics them now. Look, Bob Marley dead how much years now?
Be
30 something
creative, man.
years. And his topics still resonating with people to date.
True.
Is because he feeding people's spirit and soul with music now. As a musician, your role and function is totally different. You have a responsibility now. You can't be one dimensional. Me and say I have a problem with the fete and the road and the
Of
party
course,
and the
you
wine
need
and
that
the
too.
rum. and-
Yeah.
Hey, I like that thing. Don't get me wrong.
Of
innit?
course, of course.
Yeah, that
I am a
people emotions.
real soca defender, but I
Yeah.
saying this here with only love in my heart now. We really and truly need to find a way to bridge the gap and cover the bases that could really reach other people from different places and spaces with a different way of life who might not understand what we understand in terms of the festivity now. You know,
Music
sing
can
about
only just tap in the emotions, as you say, because remember every day everybody waking up feeling different. So if I wake up in a little mood that I want to listen and like just say so, it didn't really have.
Like a
And
prime
that's the
example
mood.
of that is like songs like let me say Voice Far From Finish. Like when he say now I could drink champagne when I'm thirsty, I could fly to country. That inspire enough
Yeah.
youths.
Yeah,
and
true.
that is
Kind of
that
simple
is
lyrics
why,
like that, just relating,
watch me. That is why voice
Yeah.
shoot off like a rocket and
Correct.
go on about the business.
Correct.
It's relatable to this generation.
And
too.
plenty youths them could say, yeah, I like his style.
I like it, yeah.
You understand? And that voice is what Bungie Gallon was to me.
Right.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
lie. No lie.
You understand?
Yeah.
And even like if you go back and you check Gallon first song too, Send Them Rhythm.
Yeah.
That song come from not that is a pop song, that is a Aliyah twist.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So the because of that too, it was familiar to a certain extent where I knew where that come from. But again, it's in my way. Which is
Right.
a local
Yeah,
dance
you're-
or
yeah,
soca
you're
way.
like-
now.
Some you could
Which
relate to.
I was like, yeah, boy, this bad. I could vibes with this, that kind of way. And then he keep doing it. And even when he was doing it, the people who was in the business before, he started to fight him.
Yeah.
And I started telling him about the accent.
Yeah.
And I started telling him about a holy
The
pop.
style and the thing, he running down.
But from the
genre and all
time,
that
from the
kind of
time I
thing.
realized in Trinidad, at that brethren who's always telling me, he said be like, hey, I have about 4 songs to play for you, boy. And the one that you feel ain't go work, tell me. Cause I the one that go in and work.
I
He
like
say
it.
every time I fight a song,
I think it
it
does.
used to take off now. He say because what I looking at as that thing go work, that really what does work.
Yeah.
And what I saying go work is really what not
ain't
going and
working.
work. You know that kind of way. So it's a kind of weird kind of thing, you know that kind of way.
Yeah. Music is like that, eh? I mean,
Yeah.
it's as the great Shadow say, every tick or a tuck could be used to construct a melody.
Yeah.
So music is everywhere, literally, but you can't cheat the music. You
Yeah.
can't be one-minded or you can't be mono, nah.
Follow
Yeah.
fashion and them kind of energies.
Nah, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to my story, boy. I had a real funny start.
Let me ask you something though, right? Because I mean, I didn't know you as an artist. You say as an artist, you start as an artist, you're doing your music, whatever. But I really truly know you as a producer. You know, when I hear the name Spine, you know,
So how I
production
end up
and boy.
staying as a producer, right?
How you end up saying, boy, it's better I rock back here, yes?
Boy,
You
let
know?
me tell you the truth, boy. I am a youth very calculated, right?
Mhm.
So the business of the music was always something that I was interested in.
Passionate about.
Yeah, and for many reasons. One of the main reasons was, remember I started on negative. My people, them who was supposed to be my supporters, tell me shit, them ain't supporting me.
Yeah.
So now I can't fail because them waiting for me
Mm-hmm.
to fail. So because of that, now I dive deep into studying this thing, researching and digging up all the history and all the. Because in my mind, I used to say, boy, if I could point out one person that to me successful,
Right.
then it could have two now. You know, because to me nothing is impossible. So I didn't really used to hear nothing. Them used to try to tell me. So as an artist now, going to studios, you're paying your money to record, and you're paying for everything before you even start.
Mm-hmm.
Say, but who is this boy? Me and a set of money.
Yeah.
So that money I started to pay by studio time and pay by the side that I started to do my research, you know. And I say, well, here we're going to do. I go in and buy some equipment, and I go in and
So you do your thing
do my
yourself.
thing myself.
Yeah. Correct.
So when I do my little small thing, I obviously have to not practice on myself alone, because I can't record myself alone.
Yeah, you need somebody.
I started recording my little friend them,
Yeah.
you know. And I do so now, and with that now, I started making little beats and selling beats.
Yeah.
$20.
Imagine $20.
Yeah.
That beat, boy.
I started $20 selling a beat.
You remember the year that?
Long. That is when Logic Now started. Because what was Logic Express at that time.
Yeah.
And then, well, Fruity Loops and all was around them time, but I used to do more Logic. Yeah? And my thing went from, every time I sell a beat, save my money, buy a little piece of equipment.
Yeah.
So my thing went from 20 to 40,
Yeah, yeah.
40 to 80, 80 to 100,
Of course.
100 to 200, and we just keep going up the road. You know, I had a virgin in town called Nico. Nico used to call me every Friday. What you are there, boy? I used to run out by Nico, whole city, full of rhythm.
And yes, buying beats.
Buying
and
like
thing.
he going mad. I
Yeah.
said like he.
Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, and I telling you, brother, why?
That would really start to
That's
tell
how
a
it
little
start.
hustling little beats. Well, me ain't come up in the $20 stage, but I just sell a bit for the 300.
No,
Men buy and no files, men buying raw MP3.
I
and
talking
thing.
about that is where it started with me. Like,
yeah.
and when I started to see that money, so I was
Yeah.
like, what?
As I
That
say,
I-
yes, a calculated person, so you
See,
don't
I
realize
started
that
to
this
sell
more
more beat,
fruitful.
bro. I used to build all kind of 6, 8
Yeah.
beats a day. Normal, because that's how I live in. My old man, them want to hear me, and them ain't giving me nothing now.
Yeah, so yeah,
I'm not supporting. For me to eat after I had to sell beat. Yeah.
Dread, boy. Imagine you waking up way by
For me to go to school, I had to sell beat.
Yeah, that what was
Dread, boy.
because I mean, is either that
Yeah.
or going to look for a 9 to 5.
No, well,
Then-
I talk about all them time I still in school.
Well, still, how you go, Bill?
You understand? But you know I used to make money too? Clash. Freestyle.
Yeah.
Clash. I clap man from all around the place coming to clash me. I killing everything.
Clash I go, like,
Lyrical clash.
Yeah.
What? Freestyle. All in LO. Man from all Arima coming. All every way. All Gustin, everybody finding about this youth man day. And I wanted clash spine.
yeah.
Chanting.
And I
back in the
killing
days.
everything on the top of here. Freestyle on the top. Teacher asking me question in school, I answer you back in freestyle.
Yeah.
Because it was like a muscle, and then I just love that because by beat selling. But the beats I was selling was I used to clash because the beats I riding on is the beats I building.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
You understand?
easy, basically.
Yeah, Rion went to school with me too. Rion know about them clash on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from a group called Sinex. Yeah, they start writing LO same way too. You understand? Cause them man they used to come clash and plenty of them, send them plenty times. You know, but that is the old good days, brothers, boy, and that is what really built me as a
But you went
musician.
into the production, as you were saying, so you.
Yeah, so
So you
production
decide, well,
start
this is a lucrative.
money.
Yeah.
I see in money because before as an artist you're spending money. As a
Yeah, now
producer
I'm
you're making
making
money.
You make
Yeah.
money. Tables turning
So
reverse.
better I just stay there.
Yeah.
And with that now I started working with the artists, them and start building. I always used to like to be that executive. You know, that business side of mine was always embedded too from morning. Like straight out of school is straight business I started. I never really work a day in my life for nobody. To this
Same
day.
here, by bro, God, by.
You know, so everything that I have here is straight from the ground up now.
Yeah.
You know, and
And that was when Holy House Productions
Holy
come
House
about.
time in the year. Holy House production was that. And through Julio's production, Millionaire Family come from that.
How long after Millionaire Family, how long that happened? Because you see the name Julio's production, and around the same time you see the Millionaire Family energy now.
Yeah, well, the
As I
first,
say, that way I know Spine.
the first artist that really stick with me and say, well, yeah, I'm a producer, I'm an artist, was Dale Ryan.
Right.
He was like my little project. My first hit song, it wasn't even Trinidad. He had our #1 song in Australia, that never played in Trinidad to this day. And then he had a #3 song on the charts in Germany, a reggae song, and then Millionaire Family come. And it had other people around the thing too. My brother G. Lopez, Nessa, not Nessa Preppy, my next session Nessa, yeah. And my
But
brother,
Millionaire Family, kinda, because I mean, you would say Millionaire Family is like your biggest success. When the name Spine in Trinidad. Well, obviously,
in
you
Trinidad.
probably do other things, obviously.
In
but
Trinidad,
yeah, in the local circuit.
I would say,
Because I mean, we kind of connect the Millionaire Family with Spine.
well, you see, that is
You
where
know?
that is where the branding start.
Correct.
But it have a lot of other things that people don't know that is meaner.
Yeah. No, well, we know you do real thing, bro,
Yeah.
but the
But
Millionaire Family was like.
Millionaire Family was
where
the
the
stamp
Spine
where people
brand,
say, yeah, it
Spine
was
and-
noisy in people's head.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go.
What was the first hit? Maca and Buffy?
Nah. It was the 747 rhythm. That was the first rhythm we put out as the Millionaire
Like, girl
Family.
come in.
Nah.
Like
That was
that?
Bubble Girl in No Yard from your barn girl by Maca and Pampute. And Orlando had Girl
Well,
Rock Out and Roll. Out of control.
That your first hit rhythm in Trinidad?
With the Millionaire Family.
No, in Trinidad.
Nah.
What is your first hit rhythm?
I could probably say that, I had hit rhythms I was playing, but
Okay,
I
look, when
wouldn't
hit, eh?
consider them hits.
Yeah, hit.
Hit rhythm, I would say 747.
747.
747.
Yeah, because that rhythm, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
The Millionaire Family is more of basically like your peers. Who is the first big artist to say, yeah, boy, I go work with this youth, man. Or, yeah, boy, I go work with you, because the Millionaire Family is your generation, that your peers basically all you build each other.
But before or after, though? Before or after you're talking about? Because what was your success before Millionaire Family? What big artist you was working with before that? Or Millionaire Family was the breakout, as you say?
Nah, that things I was working with Blazer, KMC.
Right.
Blazer was the first man, matter of fact, come and see Spine as a little youth, little youth man, sit down and say, youth man, you have talent, I go work with you. Blazer was the first man to say, well, give me a blight, give me a chance.
Blazer.
Yeah, rest in peace and respect and manners forever. Forever grateful to that brother.
But as you say, the 747 rhythm is
747 stamp it.
like the fire day.
And send it, yeah. Send it.
How that
right?
changed, though? Like, how that changed your life after you get
Boy, as a youth,
Because that way I know you for, I sure about that.
yeah, what I'm saying, right?
That
That movement there was real special because it was very well orchestrated, and how it happened, how that Millionaire Family thing started too. That started as a bet, you know?
Serious?
Yeah. Maca, Maca, I'm a brother from long before Millionaire Family, because I used to go a lot of the parties too. He was one of the biggest promoters.
Yeah.
I used to go enough for the parties them, and one of the parties he had in Pierre when I walking out there, me and my girlfriend at the time, and he was by the door giving out flyers. And he hailed me, he said, "Spine man, boy." I said, "Everything there, brother, what vibe?" He said, "Boy, I have a little style and I want to do a little thing," but I said, "Boy, it's not wasting my time now."
He was an artist.
Nah, he the promoter,
Correct,
hard
he was
promoter.
promoter,
You
yeah.
know Maca's a promoter. You know
What you mean?
Yeah.
Maca was one of the wettest promoters
Yeah,
it
no
have,
lie.
bro. Maca
Okay,
used to lock 5 nightclubs at one time. Everything ramming. That was the man. The Great White. Big up the Great White. Anyway, he did.
Right.
Yeah,
Machiavellian, or before Machiavellian was Machiavelli.
yeah, Machiavelli, yeah.
When you hear Machiavelli, you party
Was
nice.
Machiavelli Promotions? Or?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, when he come and he let me know, well, boy, you was singing a song. I was like, boy, wait, tell me, boy. Waste my time now. Say, oh, you see, you have my number? Say, yeah. He say, hey, what? Link me to me. Come, my head a little bad right now. If you're serious, come and check me. And the next day he called me, boy, I really have a little style, but I want to do something, boy. I say, yeah, all right. I say, let me hear what you have. And he start. He come and he check me. And he bring multi-symptom. He bring multi. And me and multi and Maca sit down right there. And like how all he had was, girl, I know you hot from me, and girl, bubble, bubble. And you're cute from me, and girl, blah, blah. That was all he had. And we do the rest. And everything else, me and Multi pen it, and we tell him, hey, sing that, line by line, word for word.
Them time Multi's artist too?
Yeah.
I mean, Multi is a born artist. What you talking?
No, I mean, if he was doing anything back
Come
then.
on,
Like
yeah,
Multi
yeah.
symptom.
Yeah.
But he's singing before he born.
Yeah.
You
Like
understand?
Multi.
Come on.
All them time Multi done a girl they like to wine and all them kind of tune them, you know.
Multi, man.
Maka used to manage Multi, a matter of fact too.
But
Oh,
if
they
you
really
play
look
some
that.
old Multi symptom for he might doubt and I Multi.
Nah, Multi,
Multi
boy.
I hit some long time, man.
Brother,
Long
that's
before
right.
Sunita
That
and all
my
them
artist.
together. Long
Well,
before
I
Black Star like
feel-
that together.
Yeah, I know what to say. I feel
Long
Daddy
before
Multi
that, Multi
yeah,
has
that
some
I
big
really-
soca hits, dog.
But
Really
I saying this without no apology. Multi Symptom
Yeah.
is the greatest vocalist I ever record.
Yeah. Nah, no lie. I record them already too.
Brother,
Dread.
that brother,
Yeah, even have to mix it.
that brother different. That man,
Nah, he different, man.
bro, that man singing 7 octaves, you know.
Yeah, he different, man.
That man hitting a Mariah Carey note.
Yeah, man.
In the same breath he going down in
Yeah.
Buju, you know.
Don't miss. I ain't not missing.
Nah, he
Sure.
bro, he
He not falling
different,
off
different,
nothing.
different,
Bad,
different. I never seen nothing to this day.
Yeah.
I work with all kind of people from all around the world. Nothing bad like Multi.
No effort too, eh?
Effortless, boy.
Yeah.
So, Multi, wherever you're there, brother, love and respect.
Big up
Manners
yourself.
and respect.
But
all
I say,
the
how
time.
that change your life? You know, you said 4-7 rhythm, you know?
Well,
Now
boy,
your
as a
spine.
youth, every,
Mhm.
I mean, I was glad because now I had an opportunity to say, I tell you sooner. Because I always believed in myself and I always knew that one day I would get a break, you know? And it was a very good feeling to see that people responding to your music.
With the parents' reaction when the
Well-
Spine is a big producer now.
Well, there still was no big producer.
Well, I mean, your name ringing, use the man who
Bro,
producing the tune
my-
and the
my
calling
name-
your name on
My
the
name
song.
ringing, but it still wasn't ringing like how my father name is ring.
Oh.
So I
True,
still have
it was
to
just like a
humble
little
myself.
buzz for he.
That
It was just like
kinda
a
way.
little buzz for he.
It's not enough yet.
Yeah,
It's not
he
enough
were
yet.
wrong. I just are wrong, you know.
Right.
But
So,
himself, like, if they would have heard,
but it still
that
was
music
enough
that
yeah,
they
to
used to
raise
take
an
for him.
eyebrow and say, all right, partner, yeah, I seen you. You know, that kind of way.
Yeah.
So that for me was good. That was a good feeling to know, well, all right, at least daddy, mommy could see what I really want to do now. And at least allow me a little bit, let me just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And after a while, the support started coming. You know, till I lived to see my father be my biggest fan. And I, to this
Yeah, the
day,
greatest feeling.
greatest
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you could not done boast
Yeah,
more than that man.
accomplish
You can't
something
talk
for
about me
sure.
more than
Yeah,
he.
yeah.
You know, he was most proud, bro, and I real grateful to know that Father God give me the ability and he will power to persevere to see that
And to manifest your dreams too.
dreams, yeah,
It's a
because
serious thing.
it
Yeah.
really if I didn't had a broad back, bro, and a strong mind,
Mhm.
I would have never be here to this day, bro. I'm telling you, because the road is not an easy road.
No, sure about
Kind
that.
of sacrifice as a youth, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, navigating through this place where elders don't really like to stretch a hand, which is a
True
big problem I have to this day. Hence the reason I'm trying to make a difference now.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like them,
Yeah, you've been making a difference.
you know, and,
Yeah,
and
now
that's the
time to do
reason.
that.
That is the reason why now is because we have a culture of, well, I struggle, so you have to struggle.
True.
I don't rate that,
True.
you know,
Yeah.
and
Real old mentality.
I want to make a difference, especially in the youths. I dedicate my life to developing youth talent and youths, you know. So I was grateful to see that my father could say, well, yes, son, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And he tell me that. I mean, he's not here with me today, but I know he proud of me now.
You know, like,
For sure. Nobody can tell me different. And to me, that is
like
enough
what
for me now.
about? Like what
Yeah,
about?
that come like a
Yeah.
Grammy for me,
Yeah, like what about?
to be
Come on.
honest, you know.
Yeah.
But we in Trinidad, the local scene, we have a very old mentality.
Mm.
You know, like from the parliament come right back. What's the age for pension?
It's
65
65 now?
Yeah.
65? It was 600, is it then?
I think
Is it
60, 65, yeah.
Somewhere around there.
So how much ministers we have getting pension?
Yeah.
The whole cabinet? No, for real, the whole cabinet.
Bomba clad. So what you say now?
Yeah.
Is old people running the place?
That's not the artist and I'm going to get pension.
Well, it has them.
No,
Some
it
of
has
them
some
done
real
60
old
already.
artists,
Yeah.
true.
Some of them
I'm
done
telling
60
you,
and they're not sharing nothing with the youths. Them. They don't want to help nobody.
But before we go into that, because you see that topic, that's a serious topic. But let me just take a little break and we'll come back. Boom. Yeah, man. Back again. So, before the break, we was talking about, the youths. Helping the youths, that kind of vibes. And why all about helping the youths too? That is my vibes. I've been watching all the men doing that from ever since too. You're watching Spine with the Millionaire Family and so many other young artists we see here working with even up to this day. We still seeing you doing that vibes now, but you understand?
Yeah,
so we had to commend you when you're doing that because we know how it is. A lot of men could help the youths and it's like they just wanna now, boy. Let me talk about Trinibad for a little bit, right? Seeing that is like the newest growing movement with the youths in Trinidad, right? What is your thoughts on the whole Trinibad movement and that kind of vibes?
Boy.
Positive and negative. Let me start with the
well, let
the
me get
positives
again
of Trinidad.
everything. First thing first,
Yeah.
brothers, boy. Trinidad is a blessing to Trinidad. As much as some people don't understand what is going on, I will explain it. Now, when you check that quote unquote subgenre, because it come from dancehall, right?
Right.
But when you check that subgenre, and if you think I talking sharpness here right now, go on the internet and Google it and search for yourself. Trinidad is one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing genre in the world.
No lie.
From this little island here in
From right
Trinidad.
here.
With youths who had no resources and nobody to help them.
True.
So that right there, you have to respect and big up Trinidad.
No lie.
Right? Now, it's unfortunate, and I could explain why it reach where it reach. Now, it come like you making children, right? And you're not giving them no kind of morals and values and guidance. What if it go happen?
Of course.
They go run,
Try
they
to
go
go
run
and
wild,
drink.
right?
Yeah.
And that is what happening.
Simple maths.
But if they had the guidance, sky's the limit, bro.
And when you say guidance, what do you mean by that?
Alright, so, and even with soca, soca music has been around for more than 50 years, right? Soca and dancehall is like brother and sister, or cousins, you should say, right? In terms of time around. But when you check where dancehall reach, in terms of an international scale, and you check where soca reach, compare. Oh, simple thing, because the music business is a business. When you check the biggest artist in soca, what his paycheck look like. And when you check the biggest artist in dancehall, what his paycheck look like. Chalk and cheese.
Yeah, no lie.
Right? Why is that?
Why?
Structure. There's no structure when it comes to soca. Now when I say structure, I mean
Foundation.
there's no label. There's no, because the structure in music comes from the labels. Labels now will come in and put the business in order in terms of contracts, in terms of touring, in terms of building the brands, the products, manufacturing the talent.
Yeah.
So you don't think that the problem is the music itself?
Nah, it's the structure.
Because I personally think it's the music, eh?
Nah.
Just like how we was talking about how the music not relating to the youths.
The disconnect
So
with
how you
youths.
expect it to even be as big as dance? So if the youth and them
Well,
not listening to it now.
All right, so
You know?
that is one of the aspects. But the reason why I wouldn't say it's the music is because it have scenarios where the music reach certain places.
Right, true.
And the reason why the music reach certain places
Very
and
good.
appeal to certain people
Yeah,
is because of the structure that I'm talking about,
Right.
which is the label. Kevin Little, and TT Billboard,
Yeah.
or we reach there? Label.
Label.
Rupee, and TT Billboard, or reach there?
Label.
Label. KMC, and TT Billboard,
Label.
or we reach there? Every song that hit the Billboard that is a soca song, including the Arrow, hot and all them thing there, is label pick it up and send it to the world.
True.
So,
So
you
you don't think it can reach the heights without that?
it's very difficult
Yeah.
because it's
Soca
business.
or Because we talk about the Trinibad, right? So music on a whole you're talking about?
Music
like,
on a well
music on a
Trinibad,
whole
that, and
need
that is
dash up,
why
yeah?
that is why well Trinidad I yet to see a Trinidad song hit the Billboard chart,
Right, true.
right? But for what?
Why you just get on the Billboard charts?
Well, you have to understand what the Billboard chart is first,
Right.
and the Billboard chart is just the hottest songs in the world, compiled into a top 100,
Okay.
right? And for you to get on that chart, which means your distribution had to be proper, which means your PR had to be proper,
Everything
which
have
means
to
your
be
marketing had to be proper, which means
Yeah.
your metadata had to be proper, which means you had to have some kind of structure.
Mm.
How you getting on there on a label?
Because the song had to hit different countries, trend in different countries before it could even reach on that chart
How you doing that and you don't have
Yeah.
that structure?
to distribute it.
So that is why you find plenty of. So it's not the music.
That's not the music.
True.
You understand?
True. Yeah, it's not the music.
It's the shocked, yeah.
Is the structure, and we do have no structure. So you find we taking longer than we should to really crack the nut. Now, when you check dancehall and you check reggae, that VP, that green sleeve, it have plenty labels there. Name one label from soca and calypso for me.
True.
Now it used to have a label back in the day that dealing with calypso. Big up to Charlie's Roots. A matter of fact, Charlie's Roots was one of the man who make VP come on road.
My dog, but I real mad thing because you know what I saying, it have men in the soca who have money
can
and who
start
have all these
something.
things. What
Other
is
than
the
the money, they had the
reason?
network too.
But why? Why? I mean, we've had these conversations every day.
Well, brother, this that is a
But
long road, but we could
why-
go in. All right,
but,
so
but what? Like, here what I wanna know. We see it in the dancehall, we see men pass the mantle, we see it in the hip hop, we see men open the independent label who bring out this one, who bring out that one. We see men bring men on stage consistently, you know. Why use a man in the soca? Why men not doing that? What's so hard in this one? I ain't calling no names. This one to say, because building a label may sound like something so, you know, nah, boy, so impossible. But we in the industry who kind of study the business a little bit, we know it's simple little things you have to put in place, especially if you had the money to put it in
let
place.
me tell you something.
Why didn't put it in place?
Let me tell you something. It's simple.
Selfish needs.
No.
It can't be that because mankind selfish.
Hold on,
but why
but-
the soca men
Let me
not
tell
doing
you what.
that?
Let me tell you what it is, and I'm gonna explain when I done tell you. Right? It have too much champions in soca.
Soca is basically a
Too
competition.
much champion.
genre.
Hold on, let me talk. It have too much champions in soca.
Yeah.
It
But
had-
that champions in every genre.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
It have too much champions in soca.
Yeah.
It have very little masters.
Right. Too much ego, pride.
All of that.
Hmm.
A lot. All right. What is a champion? Champion is somebody that is very competitive.
Yeah, it's somebody who
When
win a prize.
when I'm competing, right, and everything that is soca and carnival is competition. Watch it. Mashka is what?
Competition.
Competition.
Road match is what?
Competition.
Panorama is what?
Competition.
Soca Monarch is what?
Competition. Everything is competition.
King and Queen is what?
Everything
Jockey
is
Monarch is what?
competition.
Down to the kiddies carnival is a
Everything is
competition,
competition.
Dog the stick fighting, man.
everything. Somebody had to win. One man had to win.
Yeah.
So
That is
everything
culture,
that is
basically.
bred from this culture here is competition.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hence the reason too much champions. Because you was taught to be competitive in a way where for me to win, I have to keep away from you.
True.
And I have to keep to myself. Because I don't want you win.
Basically, men
But when
trying
I'm
to
a
stay on top.
master, my job is to, you have to be good. Everybody have to win.
Of course.
Me don't see much master is wrong here, brother.
True.
I feel from today I call myself Master Spy.
No, it's not.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
mean,
Because bro, real talk. And I don't care who vex what I say because you don't know it's the truth. Nobody never bust spine.
right.
It's my brothers and them, my youth brothers and them,
Yeah.
who come up together.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And it had plenty men who had opportunities, not to, only to work with me, but to work with plenty other youths
Yeah.
who
I
come
get
and
that.
use youths
Yeah.
and go on the way.
No lie.
I'm going to rate you.
At all.
I ain't calling your names. Balling all yourself. And
No,
God
at
go
all.
deal with all you know.
Yeah,
Because here what I telling you. When jackasses reach, horses reach.
True.
no
When
lie.
horses reach, jackasses reach.
No lie.
Every day, a man have his time. Your time might be now. Your time might be our next time. But every day, for somebody.
Every dog had a day.
True that.
Every dog had
I
a day.
believe in that. I sure about that.
And this is why when you see I come on road, I treat everybody with respect, brother.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Mm.
This youth man who you're watching here who's a nobody today might be the man tomorrow.
Next
Yeah,
in
meet
line.
going up is who you go and meet coming right.
And that
back
is
down,
life. I live to see plenty people who I reach out to ask assistance just for some advice. Who never even watch in my direction. When I do so on a busty tape and I get whole ringing on my phone.
Of course.
When I bust out my brothers them and I come on road, men coming and telling me they want a song like this one and they want a song, they want me make them songs. But you was the same one who didn't care about me very short ago. Very short, just the other day.
Yeah.
And if all you continue, so here we up with we culture, right? Because all you done close to pension already, right? All you go get old, the music go done start a song old already with all you.
Yeah.
The youths and them not going and go down that road.
Yeah.
And all you go stay grumpy and quarrel about the changes that taking place in front of your face.
But I was going on right now. Like, be
No,
real.
I just want to enforce it.
Yeah.
To understand the pattern. So I'm trying to tell you from now, get to understand the youths and them. Because reality is, the only thing constant
It's change.
is change.
Uh-huh.
And the reality is, the future will always lie with the youths. So if you feel you could change time, I'll big up you.
Good luck with that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Work with the youths them, because in return, it's themselves who going and prop you. Bounty killer is a general. You know why? Because he bring enough youths on road. The only man I could see close to Bounty killer when it comes to Trinidad, and that man, they'll go and they put him on a cross. Who represent the youths like that and pull plenty youths and get them a start is KMC.
Yeah, boy.
Ken Malan, Charles, my brother, big up yourself. He is the only man, a matter of fact, is Blazer Dan. Is Multi-Symptom. Is Pilot. Is Jungle. Is
Silence.
Ruben.
They don't like that, you know.
What
They
do
don't
you know?
like that. They don't like to see a man that bring in the ghetto youths with them and, you know,
Gotta
while they
outcast
walking
it
in the
quick.
party, 5, 6, 7 artists Spine have with them. Why Spine bringing all these youth men with them?
Pulling up this
The
space.
Vex.
Watch me. Big up
You
KMC.
understand?
Big up my brother Macamillion.
You don't
John
know.
Michael Ali Bokas. Anyway,
Yeah.
they brother respect and manners. Because let me tell you something. I see Maka take his clothes off his back and give people away. Big man thing. I see Maka take up clothes and shoes and food and just came on by. Take his whole house and open it and man living there like hotel.
But either way,
Pack up his brand new Civic and every man pack up in that Civic like it's a Maxi, man. And we pressing all over the place, by before man had big car and big house and thing, by Macamillion do that, by. That brother there, by, and you have to give here and there. Watch how people is functioning. Watch it like he's like. You understand?
yeah.
But these is the men, by would love to see these fellas in high positions to really and truly help people, brother, boy, because them are the heart food that people really need out here. And anybody that doing them kind of thing there, by love and respect and full manners, by.
No lies.
But the selfish ones, them who want to take everything and hoard it, and don't want to share the wealth along the land, I tell you something. Don't go and bite you. If you don't feed the dogs, then you go get bite. And take that however you want to take it.
Good. That is a dog is a serious thing. You know, sometimes I just tell myself like it's only me thinking about other people. It's better I become selfish too. And get fat and nice.
Yeah, what I telling you, brother? Me personally, boy, I just live by this, boy. We can't go nowhere. We can't when we just come here for a period. And all what we come here, remember you're born with nothing, you know.
No lie.
And when you're gone, is nothing.
Same
You
thing.
can't carry nothing in a dog. So you see that period between there, that's not for you, boy. I to bless people and bless the place. Boy.
No lie, boy. I just always say, I went funerals and thing in this life and eulogy and thing and people going up on the podium and saying, yeah, we eat mango together and all kind of shallow thing now. Now it's be like, I don't ever want to be like that, you know.
Nah.
When I leave this earth and people go up on the podium and I say, boy, KG, boy, I remember that man changed my life, boy. You know, big up KG, boy. You know, I want to leave a legacy, boy. Leave an impact on people's lives, boy.
So me, every day when I do something, I open my eye, brother, and I start to pray. The first thing I just say, Father God, thank you for life. And continue blessing me so that I could be a blessing to others.
No lie. And give me the strength to
continue the works.
Yeah.
Every day that I just ask for, bro. I don't need money. Because what I'm telling you. It are things that I could get that money can't buy. I could walk in certain places and my money.
Hey, who call them on my show, but I'm buying all the plate, man. Yeah.
And my money is not accepted in certain places. Man, don't want my money.
Yeah.
Look, my old man, he dead and he gone, bro. And I'm telling you, I could go in certain spaces and just mention his name and favor.
Yeah.
Money don't have to pass the. And it's because he was the same thing. He blessed.
People, he leave a legacy.
He blessed the place, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I know. That's what I see and that's what I live in. So that my mission now is not about how much money I could make while I here. Yes, we need money to buy nice things and be comfortable in life and things. But money is a byproduct of blessings.
Of course. It has come now.
It will
must come.
Once you do good and good will follow.
Correct.
So them things they will always be that don't run down that. You can't really catch that. That will just follow you once you do the right things, and it's about energy too.
Yeah.
As we just say here, energy goes where energy flows. You know, you can't be doing negative thing and expect positive. It don't work so.
Is that spiritual, man?
Well, what do you think?
Well, I mean, you're saying energy and thing.
No, well, brother, let me tell you
some people
something.
believe in energy and don't believe in God and all kind of thing. You know?
Everything, my center is God.
Right.
My center is the most side. That is where I get all my strength from, you dig? And everything that I do is a reflection of his purpose in my life. You know, I don't do nothing without he saying do it.
Yeah.
You know? So if you consider that to be spiritual, well,
That is spiritual.
that my settings
Come on.
right there. You know?
Well, I know you have some artists under the Zig Boy camp.
Well, let me tell you
You
something. Right now,
Yeah.
we have a little motion going on called Big and Serious.
Yeah. But I see in the movement. You know, I see in the Zig Boy all over the media. I see in artists. I see in all kind of things.
It's a statement we're trying to make because I really don't like the way they're painting the youths them now.
Right.
It really and truly hurting, man. Youths, all you have a choice to do good or to do bad. If you do good, good go follow. If you do bad, well, good not go and follow you. You know? And we trying to do good here now. So the statement we making, it has to be big and serious.
Right.
You know, and that is local settings, local slang same way. Because we rep Trinidad and Tobago 100.
Right.
You know? And I do a little scan the nation. I mean, we're still in the process of scanning because I want to find the best talent out of Trinidad and Tobago. The best. I ain't partial with it, you know? Once you reach a certain age and you meet the criteria, the doors open. And what we're trying to do really and truly is youth development. Not just give music to do. It's more than just recording a song. You know, I really want to create ambassadors that we could export.
Yeah.
You know? Because a lot of the times even the government just overlook this industry. I mean for certain reasons which I could understand, which we are trying to fix.
Right.
Right? The structure that I talk about there is one of the reasons. We can't expect people to want to do business with we are not ready to do business.
Right. No lie.
So we here in Zig Boy, we setting up from everything, every aspect. From the legal aspect to the business aspect, down to the taxes and everything, we making sure that's straight.
Right.
You know, OPR registered, everything. You know,
So
OPR,
that what you're doing for your artists and them.
yeah, making sure he's a business, he registered as
Yeah.
a business.
Mhm.
Man, he registered, fellow registered.
What is that OPR?
You don't know his OPR?
No.
OPR is one of the registry that you have to be registered under in Trinidad and Tobago so that you could do business with the government.
Oh, yeah, I know it's OPR. I sign up for that. Of course.
So all
Yes,
my
yes,
other
yes.
brothers and sisters who
Yes.
are in business
And that is a real thing, eh?
have to
If your name not there,
can't do business.
Yeah,
you
get
can't
paid.
get no work.
Right?
Yeah.
Make sure your business registered in the
Yeah.
cross.
Mm-hmm.
These things. So that is the kind of information that I want to share
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of them don't know about it, you know. and make sure you have your BIR number, make sure you're paying your taxes, make sure you're registered, your name, trademark, you know, use a brand, use a business. You know, that is
Youths
what
and
we
them need to know about that in a spine.
have
Like,
to.
I mean, they have no clue now.
That is what we hear
No
about. To
clue.
teach them not just how to hold a note and sing a song and jump up
Yeah.
in a music
The
video.
business.
But I had to teach you the business. What is
How to lock it
royalties,
in too.
what is distribution,
Yeah.
what is public, all these things. You know, what is PR, what is marketing, what is our press kit, all these things. Plenty of them do. I might be talking gibberish to some of them.
Yeah.
True.
Package them proper, how to do photo shoot, how to pose. You know, what is your colors to wear, to start branding, what is your trademark, what's your logo. Set them
Proper
up,
things.
proper
Yeah.
things.
Things that we need. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So it's a team. It's not me alone.
Right.
You know, I is just the chief, but at the end of the day, it's a team. No INT. So I have a team of videographers, a team of photographers. I have a legal team. I have an accountant on my team as well. I have engineers, people dealing with PR, people dealing with marketing, people dealing with management of the artists. It's a full label. We also have merch, like I went one of the merch here tonight.
Right.
You know, this one beat out, but it's all good. It's mine. I just wear this every day.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't know that it's a normal day in the studios.
Yeah.
That's my settings, you know.
Right.
But we have the merch, we have the products, we have the music, we have, you know, other products that we sell into the grocery stores and other things like that. So it's not just about the music. We're teaching them business on the whole, you know.
Proper structure.
Yeah, so that is what Zig Boy is about. Big and CS, we're doing our own events. We have an event company as well too. You know, it's everything. It's like we're creating a whole ecosystem that could now expand.
So the artists sign under your label and that kind of vibes?
Sign up. So we were doing our launch because since I changed the name from Julio's Production to Zig Boy, I never really launched it official. So what I want to do our launch on the 13th of September, which is
Like the day after my birthday. You know.
Is that Virgo
Yeah,
too?
man. Virgo for life, boy. Yeah, baby.
My youth show is the 10th.
You see, that's showing you, dog.
So we're doing something down in South,
Yeah, you see.
and we're going to unleash everything from,
I'll come through that for sure, man.
come on, dog, it's a must.
Yeah.
From all the artists,
Which part is it, go be?
Paria Suite.
Outside.
Which part is South?
Yeah. So right as you pass the creek, right by the hotel.
I got up on the Google Maps.
No man, you go find it, man. Oh yes,
I
sir.
just get lost in South.
Well, I know
Yeah,
all this,
my
man.
man, that dial, man,
As you pass the
yeah.
lighthouse is something different. As you pass Grand Bazaar, well, you're in
sure.
South.
Yeah.
Now what?
True.
It's easy. So the information,
Like how we in South.
you go and drop the information on all the medias, everything. As a matter of fact, the news busting here first. So from tomorrow, I looking to put that on everything. Flip the switch on his social media, his radio.
Yeah. Nice good vibes, man.
Right,
Well,
now the
introduce your artists and them
Well,
now. That's it, daddy.
Manny, we call him Money Manny.
Manny.
You know, Manny's actually my little cousin.
Yeah.
You know, and he have a similar story like me in a sense. He parents them say, "Boy, you singing music, this that thing."
I know the youth and I know him. I know
They
him.
send him
I
by
know
me to
him.
talk to him. Boy, he get in trouble. Boy, talk to this
Yeah.
boy. I say, hey, don't study them, boy. Doing the right thing. Come do the music.
So the parents know the music, boy?
Right at that time, I kick more. Don't you
What? What at that time?
Form 2 by is here. Yes, by them I had to
Yeah,
come.
come on, my
I
father.
after shoot the video for you? or
No, that was
before?
before that, brother. That was even before that. Before that, yeah.
They're
all
not
Form
on
2
that.
years and so, nah, them not on that, boy.
So,
Same thing on a bigger brother to look up to my brother thing come out with the 11 subjects and a degree. So let me be real. So
How spine change your life and change your mindset towards the music?
well, boy, to be honest, when I now started off doing music, at that period, Spine was a busy guy, by brother. Spine was a busy guy. So it's like the connection day, but
I
them
didn't even,
never
I
used
didn't
to
even know
busy.
you doing
You
music.
don't- Yes.
I
Yeah,
swear,
he
I
come
didn't
and-
even know you doing music. It's
Yeah,
me
so-
a day when he come, cause you old man say, boy, oh, you talk to that boy for me now. I don't know what to do with this boy. And then I sit down and I reason to him and I was like, what is this? What you want to do? He said, boy, I want to do my music, boy. I said, for real? I said, let me hear what you have. When I read them and he started the thing, I said, yeah, you have a style.
Yeah,
and
you
shit,
have
you know.
vibes, yeah.
But them time they singing that kind of thing that I don't really push.
A
now.
bad man
Yeah,
thing.
that was
I see,
the
brother, boy.
Fully Shogunas.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said, brother, boy, I like it.
Where
when
from
you
I get
sing.
London,
Yeah,
Villa?
London Phil.
Fully
Philside,
London,
yeah,
Phil.
Philside,
Yeah,
Philside.
you don't know.
So them time was the Trinibad. But remember it was at that
that
time.
was the trend.
Yeah, that was
Deep
the trend.
too,
Now, but
yeah.
it was deep. It was more deep. Yeah, it was dread. I remember at that specific time, it didn't had nobody in Central. You know? That was before boy them even was a
Right.
thing. It had nobody in Central, so everybody just
You were trying to be that.
yeah, it was just trying to be that now. So
But you say spine, you know on that. You know on the bad
Nah,
man
you see,
music.
I understand.
You know I never really produce a bad man track. You know
no,
on that.
No, it haven't, but I do put it out.
But you're
why.
not on that.
Nah. I'm explain why now. You see,
Yeah.
me as a musician, I understand my role and function, and I also understand my responsibility and the power of music.
Yeah.
So remember, it's word, song, and power. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I not not going to take that power and be destructive with it, bro. Because what you put out is what you get back. And
Man, just listen to bad man music and thing.
yeah, I mean, I would.
Get you like Cartel and
No,
Movado
but
and,
honestly, like, I'd really listen to the killy thing.
you
You
know
know?
on that.
Nah,
And the energy.
nah, it's not my energy
Yeah.
because I understand energy,
Yeah.
you know, and
You ain't
what you-
waking up in no morning and playing on no bad man
no,
song in
no,
your
no, no,
house and
no,
all
no.
kind
But
of
I mean,
mad
don't get me
thing.
wrong. If I in a party and it playing, I
Yeah.
know the songs them from hearing it are wrong.
Right,
But to
right.
say in my personal space when I charging myself, I not go and turn on that.
Nah, yeah.
You know, don't get me wrong. I have enough dub plates and them thing they too.
Yeah, yeah,
enough
yeah.
thing in it, but
But I know what
that is for
I
when
know what
we-
you pushing as a
nah,
individual.
as an
now,
individual, then
yeah.
I'm my speed. Then I'm my speed.
Yeah.
So I just try my best to share that with them and let them know, bro. The power of the tongue is important. What you say is what you be.
Right.
You know, and what you be is what you will reap now. So
Because when you think about it, I want to cut here, but when you think about it, right? And they from my experience too. I mean, people go see all kind of thing when I say this. I know they like to fight the Trinibad now. So that's how to watch what I say it too now. But at the same time, reality is reality, right? And you would have an artist who will be singing bad man music. And let me just say he's not a bad man, but he's just singing the bad man music. And you and I would notice this. You would always realize that have to try a certain type of lifestyle to uphold
what is singing
what you're
about?
singing now.
Yeah, the image,
And then
yeah.
sometimes too, when you're singing, as you say, it's word power song.
Yeah.
So sometimes the energy does come to you.
You're bringing
And
that
you
to
just
you.
have to defend
Yeah,
it a
yeah.
certain way now,
And
now,
it
boy.
is not you.
So now you end up in a kind of
Problem.
energy
Yeah.
and all that you didn't want to be in it.
True.
You know?
And
but
this is why I just try to tell my brothers and them. I mean, if that the road you choose, that the road you choose because it have consequences.
Mhm.
Because it's positive and negative.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do positive and expect negative.
That's just how it's said.
And you can't do negative and expect positive.
I don't
It,
so.
energy don't function. So remember, energy is a law. You know?
But what about balance? So you don't believe in the balance? Like how
Well,
you could, you could balance.
It have balance and everything. You must have balance. But you see, just like me, right? I don't believe in saying kill and violence and this and that. And
certain words and certain frequencies.
promoting it,
and,
right? But that don't mean if you violate me, or my mother, or my brother, or my sister, or my family, or my friend,
Right.
that I will be a pastor in your face.
They will defend you, yeah. You
It
defend
coming
your own.
100.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure about it. But I don't promote that side. It's not something that I will put out in the public like I some big bad guy. No, because I'm not. But at the same time, I could defend my own. And that is balance, I think. That is,
Right.
They say Jesus was a lion and a lamb.
Correct.
You understand? He mash up place same way. You know? He was no normal, simple guy, quiety,
Correct,
you know.
correct.
He shell on the place same way. I mean, the people them he used to power with Peter, them was no saint.
Correct.
Them is some real gangsters. But I Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? So I think in everything that you do, you must have balance. Like KG is a man have balance, man, you have balance. Because we ain't born at go spoon and up tongue. We ain't come up tongue and spoon up here, is it?
Correct.
So the elements all around we. But
Right.
we never really walk them road, but it's not hard to find it.
True.
You know? And that's just how it go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah.
So you let the dog know you know
Yeah,
that bad man
nah,
thing.
I know
All
it
you have to
because
sing.
I consider you enough and I have the information. You see, if you don't know, right,
Right.
it's something different.
Right.
But if you have the information,
Why push the youth down that road?
no, my repercussion will be even worse
Right.
because I know better. Rather than he who don't know and doing it.
Yeah, true.
So I can't promote it because I trying to make sure that we good now. Boy. So yes, you could come do your music and I will show you how to be and to do it. Because I understand why plenty of the youths them just go down that road. You know? It's because that's the first thing they find, they pick up.
Yeah.
And by every youth man just want our attention. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So they're doing it for that. And you see, and this is why the other day I had to cuss with all them radio station and them. And it's the reality.
You cost them way?
Stink.
Where?
everywhere.
On a live or
on,
something?
it was on our social media live that the call him and tell him about, oh God, but is this serious thing? Remember, them have a responsibility, right? To feed the nation with information.
Yeah.
Inform and entertain is their role and function, right? And if your only thing you could find to do that is negative, then you failing, right? A certain program director, because what happened was this youth man from Barbados, and they thought I was attacking him, but it was not I was attacking him. I was attacking the DJs.
Find that man is real bunny fire.
No, because bro,
don't do business.
I do business. The right thing is the right thing, right? If you have remember, them have to have a license to play music, and
Yeah, correct.
radio stations have a responsibility. Them have to obtain it. Just like you can go drive a car without
a
drivers,
license.
like police pick you up, you have a charge or a lock up, right? It's the same thing. Somebody have to hold you accountable because you have a license.
True.
Who holding them accountable, bro?
Yeah.
Right? You have a license to broadcast. Now I understand the business that you in is to sell airtime.
Right.
But as I say, if you fail to understand your responsibility, which is to inform and entertain, and the only tool you could find to do such is negative
And done sting.
and done sting. We're really doing we're doing the youths and them. We're doing the nation. And it's urban stations. Who does listen to urban? It's youths.
It's youths.
Yeah.
Right? Now check this here now. He called me. Spine, why you getting on so far? I said, what do you mean why you getting on so far? Why are you doing that? He said, let me tell you something. I just leave information with my announcers. I just tell them, when you open the mic, leave a word of inspiration. I said, I could understand that, uncle.
Yeah.
But when they press play, me ain't see inspiration there. I hear in kill. I hear in Maro fly. Right? I hear in 7 point. Wait, how much is the caliber?
7.62.
You see? It's all good all you know. You understand?
Well, I mean, if everybody see it by
See
now,
what
you
I'm
have
saying?
to know.
Yeah, we are by now, yeah.
That was saying. I try to see all my check all you.
But it goes to show, eh?
No,
Yeah,
here what you
yeah.
telling me. I just let them know, try and leave a word of inspiration. I say, but uncle, yes, you know what you're reminding me of right now? You're right. You're reminding me of the coke pan on my block. When the youths and them go by to buy the coke, selling them the coke, you know. But he giving them, son, do good in school, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure.
But it's coke you're giving the blood clot youth.
Right.
Now here what has
Great
happened now,
journal.
right? This is what we see in the nation here right now, right? You feel that youth man who you now get money from, who you gonna take that and take care of your family. That's not affecting your family. But you might have a nice little pretty daughter who you real consider and you love to the depths of your heart. And that same youth man who you're selling that cocaine to, 10 years from now, that the same youth man might see your daughter in a somewhere about going about she driving she car and buck up on it. And it's rob, it's rape, it's murder, it's all kind of things. He brain done whack.
Yeah.
But you contributed to that now. But they don't see it so, you know.
Yeah, boy.
You know when they just not understand
Have
it?
a reaction.
When it reach on the
Yeah,
doorstep.
very
Yeah.
And they see the problem and this are not written in the Bible. They say in the end times, man heart will wax cold because he will be a lover of himself. We no longer be our brother's keepers.
Yeah.
Everybody just care about what them could get. And we see that all in the music, bro, in all kind of departments, you know.
True.
So until we really and truly care about we brothers and we sisters, we had to make a stance to stop that. And don't study, boy, well, I just here to sell airtime. Because that's what they want to hear. So I point that in the face. But the song that I bought them for was Boxy Ballin', Crawling.
I can remember that whole segment.
Dog, I Saturday
What's
morning.
the song again? Or the Bajan?
Yeah, that father
right.
feel it so
No, I meet the brother after.
Why you don't like that song?
No, here was my thing, right? Now I could pull my catalog and I challenge anybody, any radio station, anyway who is good listeners of music to pull any one of Spine production
Right.
from beginning to time to now. And even the stuff that's going on release. And listen the quality of what we just put out.
Right.
Listen the mix, listen the master, listen the lyrical content, listen the craftsmanship in the music.
Yeah.
And plenty times when we take time to do that, we don't get no 20 wheel, bro, on a Saturday. So again, what message is sending to we now? Who trying we best to uplift and educate? We trying to help you do your work and you don't even want it.
Yeah, true.
A must cost, bro. Now here the next thing now, right? Them not watching that. You know what them watching? Trends. Them watching what viral. Them watching what trending. So it don't matter. For example, let's have a sister fly in here. Take off all she clothes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all kind of backstabbing and all kind of mad thing. Them promoting, and I seeing people who supposed to have talent promoting fucking that.
Yeah. But I'm asking a question, right? You don't think that because I understand what you're saying, obviously, but I don't think like in this time, and the goal is to find a way to connect on the social media before anybody forward their song. Because I mean, that's what you're seeing going on, right? You're seeing who trending, getting the forward. But in this day and age, it's so, I ain't gonna say it easy, but it's easier than how we had it before TikTok, before Instagram, all these things. So I don't think that we now, as the men behind the scenes, we have to focus on how we get our artists to trend on social media, make sure the social media presence engaging, and then we could talk about the music. Even though we mightn't like it, but that's just what it is.
Let me show you what's going on here now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a task, eh?
Right.
So it's a thin line you have to walk. But the reality of the situation is this. The reason why that is a task now is because people's attention span it almost next to none.
Correct.
Right? And
They're receiving information differently.
Yeah, they're receiving information differently. And it nothing staying with them because everything coming at you fast.
Right.
So you teach yourself to not pay attention. So now you are somebody who your job is to get people attention. You have to do some real crazy radical things
to grab attention.
To grab attention.
Because now it are more comedians and characters than artists.
But here what I say now. You see, if you're true to your craft, and you're really and truly building something that could last, them thing they will never follow. You will never follow them thing.
Yes, I believe our good music basically. I say
Full
you not switching. You don't care.
The motto is
about
talent.
Who trending on social media.
Talent
play
over
bad artists.
Talent over
talent.
hype.
Yeah.
Hence the reason the artists I just work with, I could call the names.
Yeah.
You put them on any stage, anywhere in the world.
They're ready for them.
You can't run up on my artists them. From Mr. Killer, from Grenada, College Boy Jesse, Terry Lyons, Orlando Octave, Kerry John, Father Moses. I could call names.
You don't work with shit artists?
Nah, you can't work with. I don't work with shit. You have to come
like, you ain't gonna work with a gimmick artist?
Nah, I don't. Nah.
You know that?
I don't, bro. It's we real over here, bro.
Yeah.
I not on hype. I don't care about the million views and thing.
Yeah.
I building something that could is legacy about it. I not on the slap chop and the boxing brawl. No.
You say it's a man calculated, eh? And you say it's a man understand the business. Correct. If you open a bar, you have to sell punch, you know?
True.
And he's selling Hennessy and he's selling champagne.
But I want to open a bar.
So nobody in the business of music. So why you don't want to sell the punch in the music business?
Let me do something here quick. Hold on. Let me show you something, right?
Yeah.
I dropped a rhythm last week. Right? And it have songs on that rhythm that me even release.
Right.
Because it had to be alright. It had to be good. Right? That one there that dropped in my mail today. Hold on. Let me play that one yet. Hold on. Listen to this.
Make sure you tell the girl I'm in location. 1 by 1 and 2 by 2. So when you give me a rotation.
Who that?
Watch this.
Concha.
This is the old cocky karate master. Everybody, girl, when you broke off the city, make your boy walk blast up. That's right. Watch this. Every girl, make your bumper move for me now. Make your bumper move for me now.
That your level.
If it not did, don't come wrong me.
Yeah.
True.
And I play that for a reason because if you notice his style of music, it's dancehall, but it's like 90s dancehall.
But that your flavor, you know?
Well, it's not only my flavor, it's the essence of dancehall. Remember, I'm not knocking anything, I'm not knocking anybody, but you can't know where you're going if you don't know where it come from.
No
Now.
lie.
And I notice how it has. I doing this just basically just to full of space and entertain and inform people. Meaning, I stop see girl dancing at a party, bro. I can't tell you the last time I see a girl bubble
knocking it now.
proper.
Thunderclap.
It's only, yeah.
Thunderclap.
Yeah, that way any. Just thunderclap.
Tell me
and-
if I lie, you know.
Yeah, nah, it's true.
So I
The
and-
thing
and-
had changed
you know
up.
why I cause that? Is because the producer them
People don't
studying
even be
trends.
sweaty again in
Yeah,
that.
for
Yeah,
real.
thing,
Like,
man.
Producer
that
them
from
running
days
on
done.
trends,
Yeah,
brother.
leave me on that.
Producer what?
They're running on
trends.
trends, they're running on the numbers, they're running on the hype. So the artists go follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I's not one of them. I don't care what trending, bro. I go in and give you quality.
Yeah.
I go and give you substance. You know, that could last. If you turn on one of my rhythm song back then, no. If you press play on the swing bounce, it
Still a hit.
like brand
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
Flex to them, same thing. And it's because that is what we about, bro. We about making music that gonna outlive we. My trend, them going and eat from that. Now, if I go to say, well, boy, single. That can next week I forget about that. And
But
it's
you,
the truth.
but you don't think that type of music have a space? Because, I mean, we in the entertainment business,
No,
eh?
everything have a space.
So, it come like it had the circus.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
had the... Yeah, it had everything.
I go say
Don't
that
get
was
me
space,
wrong.
but
Yeah.
short lived now, boy.
Everything-
But it have a
But he gets
space still.
oversaturated with the circus tricks.
No, but you see,
Yeah, too much clown, basically.
Something like
we need
that.
more lion and more, you know, yeah.
everything have a space. I don't knocking them. But there are people like that.
That's what I'm saying now, boy.
Because I might be bringing serious topics and serious messages and serious music and quality, and to some people that might just not be what them looking for. They might just want something light and playful and cool.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But the reality of that is those things don't really last.
Yeah, and we need things that last.
You want I'm not saying don't do that. Don't get me wrong. I want
yeah,
to
no,
make
I
it
feel
crystal
it. No, I feel
clear.
it. Yeah.
All you do that if all you want to do that. Express yourself. That's what music is for.
Yeah,
It's not me
expression.
to tell a boy what right from or wrong.
Yeah.
I am not the inventor of music.
Art is art, basically.
Art is art. But
You
I
can
just
splatter
not my-
paint on
that
it,
is
that's
just
your art.
not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Me?
You in the splatter in paint.
Nah, I take my time
Taking
and
your time.
Mona Lisa.
I not just I as an architect according to my bridging pond.
Yeah.
We building this thing very strategic and we building this thing to last. Now if I do so and I use inferior tools and inferior equipment and inferior workers, it can't stand up after a while. It go mash
Yeah,
up.
true.
So my and that's why I had to call my artist them name, because them and them still are road and still bad and still standing firm.
Yeah.
Even though some of them might get fed up of the industry, because sometimes what comes in the mix, especially as are you trying, sometimes it's get tired, you know. So some of them onto other business, but every last one of them good though. But if you pull any one of them now and say, hold on, Mike, run on a stage, bet your bottom dollar party shell.
Yeah.
And it's because of the foundation that we give them, we build them from that. We make sure that, hey, hold on, Mike, proper. This is how you just build an intro. This is how you run on a stage. This is how you stand up on a stage. This is body language you had. Performance. This is how you ride a rhythm. This is how you work with a band. This is how you sing on key. These are the things that we teach them from inside here.
Yeah.
So when you go outside, you know, party
Easy.
nice. And I see plenty artists, big song, and them don't know where to go, how to run out. They don't know where the stages.
Yeah, the
Capitalize
loss.
on the
The
opportunity.
loss. And you see it. And I really and truly, because it had no school, really and truly, who just teach to get to youths them that.
True.
How to run on a stage, how to ride a rhythm, how to build an argument,
Yeah.
Teach presence.
presence, how to dress,
How to dress, yeah.
present yourself, how to do an interview, public speaking. They're not teaching them that. So how you expect them to learn? By the time you learn, you're done a old man, you're 16.
Yeah, yeah.
I when you just get you in Trinidad,
And then some of them getting the chance now, and because they do have them basic fundamentals now, your career crashing in no time now, boy.
Because you
which
don't
is
know-
very sad.
You don't
Yeah.
know how to deal
You
with
know?
it. And next thing that I want to deal with, because I see it happen already too in the past with even my team, where the responsibility of a artist or as a as a celebrity, it's a serious one. Remember, you in your own world, you think you're a normal person still within yourself, right?
Yeah.
But people have a perspective of you.
No lie.
And them watching you in a kind of way where the slightest thing you do is that making the news. You go in the grocery and I'll just draw an example. You go in the grocery and you pick up something and so you might make a mess or something, busting a pack and falling on the ground.
Yeah.
And somebody pull out the phone and hey, look, social media. You gone. Next thing you know, it's news. You bang somebody and somebody probably must be having a bad day and then probably get somebody a little too bad word. Social media. This person, this person. But you is a human like everybody else too. So as a youth now dealing with those pressures, you have to know how to deal with that mental fitness as well too. Mental health is our next thing too.
No lie.
You know, and that is some of the things that I myself trying to create programs that the youths and them could develop and get that kind of help. You know, say somewhere to talk to, somewhere to vent, express yourself. You know, how to balance yourself with certain things too, so that you don't end up in a problem. Because I see it plenty times. Youths catch a length, and they start to deal with the pressures, and before you know it, it's back and all in the camp, the busting up. You know?
Easy fall off.
I could,
Nearly 100% of the time that was.
Yeah, true.
And you becoming worse and worse now. Like it's like you're waiting for it now. You see some youths get success, they're rolling together. Just wait for it.
It's
Give
just
them
like
a few
ticking
months.
time bomb.
and the reason for that is what I'm talking about. They don't understand how to deal with the pressures. Ego is as the next thing too. But once you have a system in place to help guide that, your product, life, will last longer. You know, and it have more profit in the product, in the artist, because when you invest in an artist and they start to play mad and they start to go mad, you lost, you know.
Yeah, your investment going
And they start to go mad, yes?
They just go mad. I'm telling you, they just go mad.
Yeah.
So it's important for them not to go mad, so that because their success, a lot of things bank on it. The producer have to eat,
No lie.
the videographer have to eat, the stylist have to eat, the manager have to eat, the driver have to eat, even the woman who come in to sell the consumer for the party, she have to eat.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a name to bring on people, it's a whole ecosystem.
Yeah.
So it's very important for the artist to understand the role and function and play that and don't feel it's you alone.
Correct.
It's not about just you. Understand? And many times you see it, the feel it's about them.
Yeah, no lie. Yeah, any more artists to
Yeah.
show we?
All come in,
I
don't
know,
feel it.
yeah.
Stand up and posting, little man, girl.
Cameraman, are we looking there? We good?
It's a full squad come, small up.
Yeah, they come in now, man.
Come in, man. So this Elias here, he's the newest addition to the camp.
Elias, yeah, I know Elias too, man. Bad artist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
man.
she called, eh?
Come in now, bro, God.
Look around that day.
Try and fit up there.
Yeah, a small thing.
Right? You can feel it. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
corner.
yeah, do it,
Right?
thing, man.
So that fellow,
Fellow,
right?
big up yourself.
and we still missing artists. We have
Yeah.
Manny, we have Rayo,
Who, Mali?
Manny. No Manny.
No, I see.
No Manny.
Sucre.
Sucre. Right, we missing Sucre.
Yeah.
We missing Rayo.
Yeah.
You know, Rayo is my little bad producer.
Yeah.
He's a writer as well. He's an artist too.
Mm.
We missing Jade Lopez. Jade Lopez out of the country. He based in Turks and Caicos, right?
Right.
Right? And yeah, boys, we have gospel artists too. We are reggae artists. We are Ruben. You know,
Big up Ruben, boy.
Big up my brother
Legend,
Ruben.
boy. Yeah,
right?
talk about.
We have Leonard. We have Kita. We have Sebi. And the newest addition to the family too, Dev.
Right.
Right?
Big up
we
Dev,
we
shit.
just partner with Dev, King of the Juve, and Dev is now part of the Zig Boy team officially.
Right.
So, yeah, man. You could,
Yeah, well, Elias, you know, tell them something now. Tell the
Know the
people
vibes.
something. I see a video with you a few months ago, I think, trending.
Yeah.
You know, you're singing about the
Alright.
Trinibad vibes. I know, I like that
Yeah,
energy,
yeah.
you know.
Like the vibes, well, you know, the name is Elias.
Yeah.
Hailing from Central. We're doing the dancehall thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean it.
The positive way too.
Yeah. I mean the right way, because I mean, you know, the dancehall is a vibe, and you know, it help the youth so much. You understand? Because I can speak for myself, but I'm sure so much other people could relate. You understand? And dancehall is such a broad thing now. But, you understand? I feel like we get stuck in one way. You know, and don't get me wrong, I know all the words to every single bad man thing. You understand? It have its time and its place now, but at the same time, we had to provide some kind of balance.
Well, as I was asking Manny, I even if Manny get to finish that question I'd ask you, but I'd ask Manny, how Spine change your mindset towards the whole music and that kind of vibes?
Well, basically, whatever you show a bigger picture, you show a bigger picture to the thing, to even to the business aspect of everything, how music is really released, how it's officially released. Because you know how I used to do my thing back then. As I upload a song on YouTube, that is the day. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know the thing. Yeah. So
looking for that million views.
You remember my message in your KG, we reached 20-something thousand. So the mindset different from that. Even things that we talk about, which is stage presence and them kind of thing, how to properly write a rhythm, how to, when it comes to writing music, it have a million words you could use to say the same thing. Exactly. So,
Teach you the structure.
Yeah, teach you the proper structure. And
I could hear it though. I could hear it.
Yeah, well.
The last tune, Disco in my
by
tune.
Everybody, by?
Yeah,
the Disco Freak.
I like that song.
You believe by men, dog.
That
Yesterday,
song bad, by.
dog, by that the biggest song in the back by me right now.
That song bad.
Men in the back by me literally let me know. Yeah, by brother,
The
but I
song
seen.
different.
Yeah, so men let me know by I seen. I got even Pons, dog. Pons let me know. Yeah, by brother.
I hear the improvement.
Yeah.
I like the image too.
When Pons end up seeing the thing, here Pons now. I Avalanche cousin, because you don't know me as Avalanche, so like men just like, yeah, boy. So I always had that support, especially in the back why we now, but now men actually like, even I posted up a flyer when it was yesterday or late last night about that event that we gonna perform the Thursday, and men messaging me and by we seeing we go load up a maxi and come down and we go thing and come down, and that the kind of support I never even had from before. So man actually seeing how the thing change. Yeah, but you serious about this thing, but you looking to really rep Ville side, and so I just waiting to open that door, especially if you back by me, because you and all come down and you see how much talent time back by me. So once man can realize, yeah, by man, he can do it. Dog, it have a million of me in the back. Down there, So it just take me to,
Central have plenty talent.
Yeah, Central have plenty talent.
Big up Ville side.
Big up Ville side, always.
What about you, Elias? How Spine change your mindset towards the thing?
Well, for me, as I say, I was somebody who, for a long time, I was just an enjoyer of music too.
Right.
Like, a man was really just a listener. You know what I mean? I used to write my little thing, pen my little thing off of kicks. Since back in the day with Nebula 868 and then watch a little video, get a little inspiration, and write your own little parody and thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And for a long while, I was toying with the idea, jumping out at something, but from the outside looking in, I look impossible too now. Like, with a start.
Yeah.
With a start, who to reach out to, how money I had to spend, what going on. You understand? And that advice not readily available too. You understand? So I'm like, hey, la boy, I didn't start.
Of course.
That message stayed in the question. You know what I mean? Who's that guy? So I mean, I sort of had to build a little something small for myself, a little swell. You understand? To at least start to catch the eye of one or two people. But ever since meeting Spine, I feel it's really the inside, boy. The inside. You're really getting to see it from inside again, so it's not outside looking in.
They come like how we now play a conscience tune.
Things
this
not
man
looking impossible.
With, he ride it. He dealing with them ride it.
He in it.
Yeah.
He in it is big boys.
Professional thing.
Yeah, it's not no jokey thing. So from there, kind of really started getting inside, and from there, you started see things how it is, and it's not impossible. I mean, work had to be done, of course, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, man. And who you are, Phyllis? Phyllis?
Yes.
Phyllis?
No.
Philo?
Man, I get renamed tonight.
I love them, my brother.
Nah. Philo.
Mike, Philo
Come
say
in, Philo,
something
come.
there.
Let's see if I can set up the things here.
No.
Natural.
Yeah, man. Follow on the scene.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, dancehall same way?
Dancehall same way.
Yeah, so how the whole thing change up since I made the link up with Spine?
Well, before I met Spine, actually, we was doing soca, so I was actually bouncing around other spaces for a while, since I was about 16, 15, 17 there. So when we meet Spine, really, like my brother said, it was just to add a little structure to it now, properly how to do it. Because like Manny say, I would just do a tune, upload it on YouTube and hope for the best. You know, push it, I have some on YouTube. Eh? But when I link with Spine now, we start to look at, okay, what is your brand? What is your style? What is your niche? Who you're really targeting? What is your logo? What is your image? All the different things now. So Zig Boy was more structure for me to really make it less of a shoot in the dark and hope fit and make it calculated
A
moves.
vision board, basically.
Yeah, make it calculated moves.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Can take back the mic now.
Get them your handles or something now.
Yeah,
talking
well,
to
as it
people,
is,
yeah,
you know,
man.
so me, the new fellow on all social media platforms, THEPHILO, the new fellow, THENEWPHILO. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
And that's how we stay.
Yeah, so before we wrap up, Spine, man, that anything you want to tell the people, you know?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, for sure. We getting ready to launch this thing. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day. What you're seeing here didn't happen overnight, actually. Then Monday, we've been on this for at least 2 years. You know, developing, packaging, quiet, teaching man how to write, how to structure, how to do the business, making sure men business registered, making sure they in cut, BIR proper, distribution proper, the business proper. So that when we finally do so and start to release thing and bust the gate now, we got to go back and fix things. So we actually now getting ready to launch the label. I mean, the website is up, www.zigboy.com, for people who want to go see what we're about. All the content is there, all the social media handles is there. Everything Zig Boy, ZIGBOI.
You look it right there, man.
And we don't spell we boy with a Y. Because we is Trini. BOI. Zig Boy. Right? The launch is on the 13th of September. We head into the lobby that is in Paria Suites. You know, Vogo Nation, we celebrate huge strong same way too. So all Vogos, all the roll out. If you're born on between the 10th and the 13th, you're free.
Yeah?
Yeah, again, you have a cake and a bottle of champagne too. For real, for real.
Yeah, my champagne waiting for me.
Yeah, so let roll out. let me make it nice, you know. Yeah. And yeah, we just ready to just bust the place, and not just we here, but bro, I want to take everybody with me. You know, I want to share as much as I could. I mean, it's only 2 hands I have, but as much as I could, I willing to work with as much as I could. I mean, and anybody that willing to come forth and give us the support, because obviously we doing this thing straight out our pocket. We could do with some support right now, because to work and develop our talent, to develop artists that could do positive for we country is not a cheap thing. You know, and we really, I ain't begging, I'm asking. Anybody willing to support, we here, you know? We here and we ready to do business, same way. You know, so set it up, check the website, www.zigboy.com, and put the handles out there, Mr. Spine, SPINE_1 on Instagram. I mean, hit my phone number too, and carry ready to do business, 304-1641. 868-304-1641.
Yeah, man.
Link, let me talk.
So now is a man like to end off the podcast on a positive note. Know the youths and them watching, and that really what we are about, right?
True.
We end it off with something positive for the youths and them watching.
If it's not a plus, it's a minus. Choice is always yours. You could choose to do good, or you could choose to do bad. But just know, every one of them have a consequence. Be it good or bad. You know? Do good and good will follow.
Yeah, man.
Spine is in him.
Yeah, man. Spine, man, big up yourself. Right? That man had to get your flower. That man doing it. Since I go into school, since KG, man, in school, you know, you watching Spine, you watching the whole vibes, the whole central energy, all that, and it was very inspiring to watch now.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you know,
man.
and we still watching. You know, as a man, there's still be watching the vibes, still seeing everything, still
and same
being
way, bro.
inspired,
I mean, bro, we have to do this together, you know, because each one
sure,
teach
sure.
one, and it's a link, you know. Anything at all you think I could contribute towards your journey, brother, the doors open.
Same here, bro.
And we just make Trinidad proud, bro.
So big up yourself, Phyllis. fellow. Understand?
Yes, sir.
All the big up on yourself. This
That
was
is
a
it.
nice one.
Man.
You know the thing. Go.
Reality.
Oh.
Zig Boy.
Yeah, man. Mad and that.